Alrighty, folks, welcome. We are welcome aboard the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. We are doing our walk-around inspection here, getting ready to leave Vancouver at 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why these guys are pink. Like, anybody know why they're pink? Because I have no idea what's going on with them. Engine looks good. We just fired the APU. We're going to close that back end. Rudder looks good. Everything's looking good here. Stabilizer looks good. We've already set that for takeoff, so get off the grass here. Exhausts look great. This airplane is been on the ground a couple days. Rangers just played Vancouver yesterday. We are taking this thing on Sunday morning. That's when this is released. Take a look at your tires. Make sure there's no cord sticking out or anything else. And the trailing edge flaps look good. Ailerons look great. Position lights are on, logo lights are on. We'll have to turn those off. We don't need those on right now. We'll save the lamp, right? We're boarding their equipment. And we're getting ready for folks to get on the aircraft coming up soon here. All right, our air steers are down, plus there's another ladder. So we'll go ahead and just do that. We got the APU started. APU's on the line. Get that on. Gary power is coming on. Logo lights are off. Okay. We do have that on too. The bleeds. Everything else is good. Let's go ahead and take the power off the aircraft. GPU's coming off the airplane. We've got a lot of fuel on this airplane right now. We're looking at 92. So I'm gonna write that my fuel state down. 92 over 92. And then we've got what, 13,000 in the center. We'll burn down center first. Gives us a 31,000 right now at 500. 31.5 minimum fuel for takeoff here is going to be 30,000. So we'll make sure we at least have that on departure. And that is it. FMC is programmed. We're ready to go. We're just loading our passengers, or in this case, our crew, and sim haptics. I want to make sure I've got a good working. Okay, signals are good. Okay. That's for my butt kicker. Works really good right now. Weather radar is off. We're going to it's just an absolute beautiful day here in Vancouver. It's just gorgeous. All right, one thing I want to do is let's look at our legs. We'll program some data here just to get, and I'll do this way, old school. This is the old school way you've got to do this. And folks, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to us. If you're wondering what we're about, do it right, learn something and have fun. That's what we're about here. So we're going to actually look at our flight plan, and we're going to take our flight plan numbers and put it into the FMC. A lot of simmers don't do this, and that's a problem. So we're looking at any changes of 10 degrees or 10 knots, right around there. So right now 010 at 90. You see that right there? That is what we have here. We're going to keep going down. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm going through this entire thing. Vesdo. That will change. Okay, so Vesdo is our first waypoint that we're going to have to change here, right there. So we're going to plug in 359 at 65. 359 at 65. I'm going to put that in right there. Okay, we'll execute that. Then we're going to keep going. We've got medic 351 at 50. Dang it. 351 at 50 at medic. There, we'll execute that, give it a check mark. Gorak is 40. I guess we could change it. It's starting to decrease, but the next one's going up. So And then that's our last one is YBR. YBR is 47. We'll keep that in there. And then everything is good to go on this. Let's go to descent. And then we're going to click forecast. And then what you're going to do is go to your paperwork. I should have my paperwork pulled up for you. Let me see if I can pull up the paperwork, because then I can show you folks kind of what it's like, maybe. Okay, let's try that. If I get the paperwork pulled up, then there we go. Not now, dude. Okay, so you take a look at your descent winds. We've got 34. That's our cruising altitude. So we're going to pick on. We're going to pick up this one, 30, 24, and 18. And you could see 260 at 74. So at 300, I'll plug that in here. Okay, so I'm just kind of move this over so you can see 300, or plug that in right there. And then we're going to do 260 at 74. Now the newer aircraft where you have like your 737 and stuff like that, it could do it automatically with a SimBrief upload. This particular aircraft does not do that, so you have to do it kind of by old school way. 61. It's not going to take because I did that first. Okay, and we're going to take it and say it's flight level 240. Okay, and then we're going to go flight level 180. You don't have to do all of them. I'm just getting a few. 27041. And what this does is going to let the computer know the best, kind of calculate the best fuel for us. So we're going to click on our legs page. Everything else looks good. So let's go through the paperwork together. We are flight 5803. Right there, we're departing Vancouver, arriving at Winnipeg. Looks like once we're airborne, folks, just short of 2 hours once we're airborne. Total time, 2 hours, 32 minutes. We do have turbulence on board. I mean, I'll show you a little bit what we're looking at. We're in an MD-83, 494 Charlie Sierra. Our route of flight's right here. We're going to program that into the FMC. Cruise winds 010 at 90, minus 55. Check that, done. Come over here. I always like to do the highlights. 0 fuel, takeoff weight, landing weight. Everything else looks great. We're doing 31.6. We need a minimum takeoff of 30.5. And we're going to arrive with a crap ton of gas at 14.9. The reason why we're doing that is because there's snow in the forecast. Our dispatcher thought it'd be good. It's forecasted when the time we land in Winnipeg is going to be crappy. And I'll tell you, we have new Winnipeg scenery, so you want to stick around for the landing, that's for sure. Terminal forecast, we've got that. Let's take a look at our NOTAMs as we go through. International NOTAMs, 1836 available, 30 minutes due to construction. Okay, we have dry snow, 555, runway 13, good. It's 10%, 0% wet, 10%, 1/8 inch dry snow. Okay. RSC 31, again 555. Now this 555 means braking. Good braking here. That's good. Braking's good all the way in. Dry snow, we've got that. Remarks. Taxiway Alpha Bravo Charlie Echo Foxtrot Delta Hotel. Slippery due to icing fluid. Icing patches, caution, slippery, scattered, compacted snow. Thank you. All right. Again, slippery conditions there, so we'll keep both engines on as we taxi in, of course, to cool them down too. That's good. That's good. And really what I'm looking for is so we have RNAV, RNP, Yankee 18 approach not authorized. So due to construction. So that's going to be a highlighted. We're not going to do that. Let's be careful of that. Coming over here. Everything else looks good there. ILS Cat 2, Zulu, runway 36 approach not authorized due to construction. Construction. ILS runway 36 is unusable. That's a big one for us. I don't know what runway they're landing. ALS is out of service. VOR. My dog is walking around. Okay, closed. All right, I'll open the door. Before we take off, I'll open the door here. CYVR, let's take a look at this. We had some issues yesterday. 26 left, ILS unusable. We have 26 left. 8 right closed, available. Taxiway 31 Bravo. Okay. That's daily from 04 to 13. That's not even a factor. Okay. Insufficient lighting. 36 not authorized. 26 certified, not precision. Runway 1331 closed. Small aircraft only. Taxiway F, helipad doesn't matter. Taxiway Alpha 2 closed. Delta 3 closed. Delta 2 closed. Done, 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 done. Just kind of going through, making sure there's no major closures or anything like this. And you can also check. You can check Navigraph. Navigraph has this as well. I'll give you a Navigraph briefing here. Let me just pull up my charts. I'll get that rolling. Import from SimBrief. We're going to go ahead and drop this down, and then I'm going to show you. Okay. This is our Navigraph chart. So what we'll do is route of flight. It's pretty simple. We're going to go straight across about 2 hours and 30 minutes by the time we're airborne, which I want to do very shortly. Weather on the route looks pretty good, folks. Do have a little bit of turbulence on the climb. Not too bad though. When we get up to 34,000, you can see it's real nothing forecasted yet, but that might change. Radar is pretty darn clear, except when we get to, there's some snow up in the Winnipeg range, so we'll be careful of that, but the route of flight looks pretty darn good, clear. No problems on there. Icing, we do have icing right up in this range, but that's really low. We're going to be up to 34,000, so we'll be above that crap. Descent, it might bite us. We'll see. Nope. We should be good on descent too. Icing is no factor. We'll watch for that. Jet stream today, we're going to be right around that 34. So we're going to be in that jet stream. It's coming in. See a nice crosswind for us, and we're not even really going to get any tails, unfortunately. No tailwind today. This direct crosswind, pretty much 90 degrees, which is terrible. That's it. No vertical velocity, really. So stable air, pretty much. We might get some turbulence in that jet stream. It's going to rock us. So let's see if you can descend out of that. Not really. You can see it's pretty darn high and fast. There's nothing we can really do to get out of it. 90 knots straight sideways. That's what we're going to do. We're taxiing here. We're going to be taxiing here. We're stationed over here. I have to make sure. Okay, I've got to connect my. Do that before I'll do that right now, so don't forget. That's my hub. It's good. Let's go Symlink. There we go. That's where we are. So you can see we're going to be taxiing here. Maybe go Alpha down, cross here, Charlie, and then we can depart. Or yeah, let's go over here. We'll just take Charlie and we'll go. That's probably the best way to do it. Come up and around, down through here, go to Charlie, and then we're out there. Once we depart, folks, we're going to be taking the Georgia 6 departure out. Go straight out on 263, and we're going to be making a slight left turn to 247. We're going to climb up to 6,000, I believe. What did we say, 7,000 or 6,000? It said 7,000. So we'll climb to 7,000 feet. We're good, and then we'll get vectors pretty much kind of go around here to the south and then over. It's a beautiful departure. You'll see Vancouver, great. And that is the plan. Let's do this thing. We've got this aircraft ready to go. All right, folks, let's do the checklist here. We're going to run here before start, zero fuel weight set, takeoff condition computer set, stabilizer trim. I think we've set that. I'm just going to verify. Nope. So I had to check it. Okay, flap takeoff selector is set as well. Airspeed bugs TRP set. 50. Fuel and fuel pumps. We have 31,000 on right now. That is set now. 31,000 on the fuel. We need 30 to depart. Doors, they're going to be coming closed here shortly. Just want to make sure we're done. Yes, we are. Doors are coming closed. I'll give it close on the aft stairs coming in, and then we'll close them. We'll do that by the, gotta throw the hydraulics on. Pumps coming on anyway. Doors coming closed. Alright, hydraulic pumps are good. Doors closed. Set. And hydraulics are on high. Before start checklist is complete. Before takeoff, or excuse me, before taxi, let's go ahead and start the engines first. I'm going to start both engines, and then we'll roll. So what we're going to do is come on the overhead panel. We're all set, ready to go. We are on the APU. That's hooked up. We're going to come down over here. And we are going to throw the pumps on. We're going to go ahead and lock our door now. Okay, doors coming closed in the back. That's done. Heater is on captain's side. We're going to go ahead and throw the galley power off. And then we're going to throw the system A alpha. Let's go ahead and start number 1. We'll actually start number 2 first. And before we do that, we're going to go ahead and throw our pumps on. Fuel pumps coming on. And our center tanks are coming on as well. There we go. The center tanks we're going to burn first. No alternates. We don't have any alternate fuels. We can leave that alone. Alrighty, let's do this thing. We're going to fire up. Seatbelt signs on. Let's go ahead and start this. Make sure our air is off. And then we have nothing in the duct, so we're going to throw the air on. The passengers are probably pretty cold in the cabin. You can see that. So let's go ahead and start this. I'll flip it down. There we go. You should see some rotation here. Yep. And last but not least, got to throw my anti-collision on. I'm so used to Cliff doing this crap. And I fired him. He's just terrible. It's hard when Cliff is not even doing anything manageable. You know what I mean? 22. Here comes the fuel. Fuel's in. Once we get an EGT rise. Alright. There we go. EGT rising. We're going to throw off the starter. Alright, we got a good light. Starter coming off. Starter off. Clip that. On the bus. I will take my time in. And the time is 17:56. $17:56 on the timer. Let's start number 2. Number 1, I'm sorry. Let's start number 1. I got confused. I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing here? Okay, starting 1 coming to ground. Here we go. Oh, man. Track IR is on. I'm just going to keep the track IR on for the remainder of the takeoff and departure. $22. It's about max. Right there, fuel on. Here we go. And on the timer. Good light. EGT is creeping. Good EGT. That's coming off. Alright, 2 good starts on the electrical bus. Let's go and check them out. Left is good. Right is good. Bat volts are good. Amps are good. Okay. 2 good starts coming in. APU's on. We'll go ahead and throw those off here in just a minute. Just let me go ahead and throw the galley back on. That's to the off. Heaters are off. Fuel's on. It's good. Air is off. Master is off. Supplies are coming on auto. Good. Good check over there. That is off. We're going to have to throw these to off. Okay, let's go. Flaps coming down set. Now flaps going to be set about 6, so that should give us 6. There we go. So flaps are set 6. Take a look. Just checking our rudder, ailerons and rudder. Okay, they're free. Let's go ahead and do a check here. Before taxi check, let's do this. One last thing before I do that on my flows. Set. Okay, air conditioning panel is set. Pitot heat ignition. Excuse me, pitot heat is on. Captain side, obviously. Anti-ice is required. We've got it. Engine instruments are checked. Flight controls are free. Flaps and slats are set for takeoff at 6. Transponders on TARA. Pneumatic crossfeed is closed. All right, let's go ahead and get a clearance out of here. And that's one thing I forgot, folks. I've got to connect to the network. What am I doing? Cool thing is we already got a flight plan filed and everything else, so we're ready to go here. 122.8 is already done. Without any further ado, let's go out of here and we'll leave Vancouver. Beautiful airplane, isn't it? Beautiful time to fly. Let's call them up. Vancouver traffic, Riptide 5803, taxi runway 26 left, Vancouver. Okay. We've got, all right, we're going to go down Alpha. Brakes coming off. Now we're going to need some, need a little bit of gas to, okay, we're on high. And I'm making sure the hydraulics were on high because you don't want to taxi out of here. Let's get a plan in place. We're going to go straight. And we're going to actually make a right turn here on Alpha. And then we'll go Alpha to Charlie on this cargo ramp area. And that'll kind of get us out of here. Alright, when we go over here, we're going to flip this over to settings. We're going to go flight mode on. That's going to help conserve some battery. And actually, I'm going to turn this off. There's no need to have that on right now. We've got our numbers. Unless we had a runway change or something else like that, that would be a problem. By the way, if you're new to the channel, do us a favor. Hit that like button, or you're watching this, hit the like button and subscribe. Again, we want to do it right, learn something, and have fun. I'm just going to do a little bit of differential thrust. There we go. Helps the airplane turn. Now, this is an MD-80, so I'll let it roll way over. So what's interesting about the MD-80, folks, is it's the same wheelbase as a DC-10. So that's no joke. The nose and the main gear are the exact same distance as a DC-10. That is insane. That's how long this airplane is. It's crazy, right? Once you get the airplane rolling, obviously we're going to go to idle thrust, and we are at idle right now. We might even hit the brakes here. We're still pretty light considering all the fuel we have. We are a pretty light aircraft. We're going to go ahead down through here. We're going to go straight down this cargo ramp area. Down to Charlie. This should be Bravo right here. We're going to keep on going. This one is Bravo. You can't really tell, but that's Bravo ramp. You can see all the cargo on this side. And then we're going to get into... I mean, really. Get into Charlie here in a minute. Looks like we have a fire truck waiting for us. And I will tap the brakes here to help us out. Did we get a wind shift? Winds were calm. That's Bravo right there. I mean, said like less than 2 knots. So this is Bravo. That's Charlie. That's the one we want. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and roll into this. Let the nose go over. There we go. This is such a long aircraft, folks, so you don't want to. 2.6 left on the pavement here. Correct that. I'm going to stop right here. And let's do our takeoff checks and we'll be ready to go here. Set the brakes. Reset. Takeoff coming in. Hey, takeoff config. Check that. Let's go and reset this. Good to go on that. Stab trim's good. Flaps are set. Okay, pitot heat ignition. They are on. Ignition's coming on both. Actually, turn both on today. Altimeters are set. ABS and spoilers, they are armed. I already did that already. Okay. Before takeoff checklist is complete, we're done. All right, we're putting our chutes on. So if you guys are familiar with you ever watch us live on the stream, you know I like to put the chutes on. So everybody shoots on in the comments. I don't know if that's going to work, if you remember. That'd be funny if it did. All right, chutes on, coming in. All right, we're ready to go. Any questions, comments, concerns? Cheap shots, and now's the time to say something. Let's go ahead. Vancouver traffic, Riptide 5208, taking runway 26 left, Vancouver. Okay, let's go. Brakes. Clear on the right. I can't see. It looks good. Clear on the left. We're all clear here, folks. Let's go. Lights coming on. Right side. Throw all of our lights on here. Looks good. I will check the throttles just to make sure we're good. As we taxi on the runway, we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to be making a turn, a left turn out to 247 on the turn, on the heading. Two 6 left on the pavement there. We could go straight and then over, but that's all right. We're okay. 247. Give you a good lineup. All right, 247. Here comes the thrust. Thrust levers coming out. Okay, on it. Here we go. And auto throttle is on. Thrust is set. We're on the roll. Artson up on the. Let's see. Check. Clamp on.
80 knots. Cross check.
B1. Rotate. Nice and easy. Look the airplane. Again, it's such a long airplane. A little bit of rudder. There we go. Gear coming up. Right there, about 20 degrees. Good. No, it's coming down just a little bit. All right, heading select. Go ahead and roll the aircraft just a little bit. There we go. Climb up to 7,000. Okay, climb thrust coming in.
Climb thrust is set.
Gonna go ahead and climb up to 7. We're gonna climb up to 20,000 for now. Go ahead and increase our speed. Yeah, I just want to slow down, get that bank out. All right, you ready? Here we go. Flaps coming in. Flaps up.
Flap 0.
Flaps are 0. We can go ahead and retract. What a beautiful departure out of... we're going direct to Arnold. All right, ready? Go ahead and throw the slats in. 225 is kind of... Actually, we're past maneuvering speed, so slats coming up. Slats retracted. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and select in. Navigation's on. All right, and then what we'll do is just roll out nice and easy. Let the airplane accelerate. Go ahead and throw the speed up. 250. Keep on the climb. I'm good right there. Take a look at our climb right now. Make sure that's in a good, decent area. VNav engaged. Go ahead and engage autopilot 1. There we go. All right, so the airplane should intercept the track. It's on heading select, but we don't want that. We actually want nav. All right, so you see it's on heading select. We're going to have to go like this. Go back around. I'm going to increase our bank 30 degrees, and we're going to come around this way. Roll the airplane the opposite direction. There we go. We're already off of the departure, if you're thinking, and we were trying to get to that's LNOD. So we'll go ahead and try to intercept again and see if we can't. We're not on vectors, so we should be able to kind of intercept that path, let the airplane climb through 10,000 feet, let the flight attendants know, and I will do my checks. That's coming down. We'll stow this. That is stowed. We'll do a nice intercept here now. We're really good on the climb. We're doing a VNav climb. Yep. VNav climb. You can see Vancouver's absolutely gorgeous here. Just flying over the Vancouver area. I said it's going to be a really beautiful departure. No joke. It was really nice. Better than last year. Last year was an absolute mess for us. All right. Let's see if we can't get a good, solid hookup on the nav track here. And we're going to keep on the climb here to 350. We'll set the altitude. Let's give it a yank. There we go. There's 10,000 feet. There's 11,000 right now. Lights are still on. Okay, we'll do a climb check. Take a look at our pressurization. Looking good. I'm going to come over here and set this to the off position. And it's on disarm. Set. All right, then we're going to come into nav. You can see it says nav. We're heading select. We've got nav armed. We're waiting for the hookup. We're looking for nav track. Once we get to nav track, that's when we can know that the airplane is hooked up into the... Okay, ignition's going to come off. I go have to set a couple things here. We're going to go to the selectors on. I'm going to shut off our pumps. All the while making sure that we can get a good hookup here. That's off. That's off. We're still on nav. We haven't even done nav track yet, so kind of waiting on that. Let's see what happens here. Kind of waiting for it to take over. Legs are... Active leg is Arnold. We got heading select. Nav is on standby here. Let's go. Still probably a little too... Now we're dead on this thing. What if... Alright, bro. Alright, hold on. Let's get my head in there and see what's going on. We are on, correct? Auto throttle on. Autopilot is on. Nav is not hooking up for some dumb reason. So we'll figure out why. There's 18,000 feet. Okay, shut the lights off. Those stay on. Last but not least, we're going to come down here and figure this out. Why is my nav not hooking up? Man, come on. Yeah, I want you to fly direct to there. I want to delete. Alright, let's check this out here really quick, folks. 290902 coming in here really quick, and then we'll gonna be finished with that. Let's figure out why it's not hooking up for us here. Okay. Whatever. Okay, that's good enough. All right. What is wrong with you, airplane? Heading. Heading. Okay, ATS is off. Well, obviously we have a problem. I'm going to come down on the throttles. Let the airplane decelerate straight to idle. I got it. Okay, set climb. Here we go. VNav on. That's good. We're going to come up on the thrust. Auto throttle's armed. There it goes. Autopilot. Let's go. VNav climb. Okay, and then I want to do a nav hookup. There we go. This is nav alt. Airplane should be... But we have an amber nav alt. We best be slowing down, airplane. What are you doing? Alright. We're going to start overspeeding again. Throttle's coming down. Actually, I'm going to do an FMS override here. And we're going to just take it to about 310 on the override. And we'll see if we can't get this thing stable. So I'm basically overriding the FMS right now. Let the airplane climb, do its thing. We've got something weird going on. And I want to go to... It will not hook up, so let's go to heading. Autopilot should be on. Come on. All right, let's go figure this out. I must have done something stupid. Really. This is route 2, by the way. Index. Route 1. Legs. Yeah, I want to go direct to Arnold. Why are you doing this to me? Arnold. Yes. I'll hook up to it. Dang it. What's this nav alt? I don't know what that is on the FMA. I'm going to go find out, though. We're doing good. Pressure's good. Just want to make sure I get this worked out before we do kind of do anything here. It's not very nice. Nav track's on now. You see it just hooked up. Ah, man, that was the weirdest thing in the world. That's dumb. I don't know why, but that was a little stupid, wasn't it? And I'm doing an FMS override still on the climb. We're by 0.74, just because of the overspeed issue. That was weird as well. It was like the autopilot didn't want to engage. I mean, I had an active waypoint. You guys saw it. Okay, I'm going to actually turn that off to declutter the screen just for a little bit. Everything else looks good. All right, we're going to get into some turbulence here through the 26 range, which where we are. I expect that. So 3.6 is what I'm going to try to 0.76 on the climb. Let's see if I can't get this thing to do 0.76 on the climb out. Let's enter that. 0.76 on the climb now. I'm going to take it off of overspeed. There we go. Or, excuse me, FMS override. I've got this overspeed on my brain. All right, everything is good. 340 it should be. Nope. 3. What is our altitude? Was it 3.5 or 3.4? Let me just verify the paperwork. Come on, zoom down here. 350. So that's set. Good on the climb. We already did a climb check. Let's try that again just to make sure I did it. Ignition. That's off. APU. Both off. Master's off and the air's off. Fuel pumps. We're going to burn from the center first. It's good. Spoilers and ABS. We've disarmed that off. Flaps and slats. They're up and off. Okay, climb check is good and pressurization is good. We've checked it. All right, folks, that's it. We got a good, stable aircraft. I don't understand what happened, why it was saying. I'm going to definitely research why it wouldn't pick up the nav track. I mean, we were dead on, pretty much dead on there. Yeah, there's 31,000 feet. It's going to be bumpy through that 30. Remember, we got a jet stream that we're dealing with, so it's absolutely beautiful out here. Really pretty area, isn't it? That's it. We just hang out now, let it go. Well, we have to monitor everything. We have failures on, so who knows what could happen. Definitely mountainous terrain till we get to the past the Rockies here, and then I'll probably start smoothing out for us as we climb. Yeah, we're climbing nice now. Whew. 33,000. 2992 setting on both sides. That's 95. All right, we're all set, ready to go. That was fun, wasn't it? Jeez. I don't know why it went. I really have to find out why it went alt. That amber. It went alt amber on us. 34 for 35. We'll get to level cruise altitude, and then we'll let you guys go. I'll bring it up to 0.77. We'll do some burn checks. I'll come on again here. I won't let you watch the cruise because we're just gonna be sitting here. But what I'll do is I'll turn it on, do a burn check with you as we get closer. I do want to hold 0.77, so once we get to level altitude here, a few things I want to do. Here comes the power's coming back. It's good. I'm going to come over here and set this to normal. And we're going to bring that power back. There we go. 0.77 here on the mark. Good. Our first waypoint is going to be Inx. And I believe we have dispatch on. I don't know. Let me look. If our dispatcher's on, that'd be awesome. He is. Nope, he's not. I thought he was on. All right, folks. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. And I'll do a burn check here at approximately... Let's see. Let me pull up the paperwork with you. All right, we're looking at top of climb now. Let's do a burn check over. We've got NX right here. VXC is going to be our next way, and that's going to be a VOR called Cranbrook 112.1. So let's go ahead and throw that in here. 112.1 right on our. It's bumpy. So what I don't want to do is let the passengers get up. It's still a little choppy up here. It's going to be like this all altitudes because of the, you guessed it, the jet stream. So we're kind of stuck until we can get through the Rockies, and then we could hopefully it'll smooth it out a little bit. But right now it's kind of where we are. 350 looking good. Everything is set. And we will go to progress and just take a look and see. NX... is that where I wanted to go? No. VXC is about 185 miles, 1850 Zulu. So in about 20 minutes or so, I'll come back. We'll do a burn check. All right. I'll see you in 20. All right, folks. So we're at NX, or actually the YXZ, or YXC, rather. You can see right here. I'll move this out of the way. It's been bumpy pretty much the entire route so far at this altitude. It's just that jet stream we're right in it, and we're not going to get out of it for a bit. So anyway, we're looking at YXC. We're getting out of the jet stream here in a minute, but 1852 Zulu. So we're going to come down here, and looks like 25,000 on the fuel. So we are right at it now. So we're going to go 25,000 on the gas, because that's where we are. All right, so 25,000. We hit it at 1852 Zulu. So I'm going to write down 1852 Zulu, and then we've got approximately 7 minutes before our next leg. So I'm going to click the timer and just kind of pass the station anyways. We might be a little late on it, but I'm going to throw the timer on, and it's about 7 minutes to Rapla. Roughly right around there, and that just kind of gives you, are we up or down in terms of how our burn's going and things like that. So 25,000, we're already burning 1,000 over anticipated, and our winds are 107, so stronger on the winds, and I anticipated that because of the jet stream that we have. We're going to be in this jet stream. It's going to get calmer as we approach to the east. Rapla, it's going to probably be around that 75 knot range. So, and then once we get out of this jet stream, we'll be able to turn the seatbelt signs off. We haven't been able to throughout since we took off, folks. I mean, just because we're just getting bounced around, you could kind of see it. It's light, but it's enough to. I mean, we're pretty much steady. It's not too bad. It's just, I would say it's pretty light. It's going to get better as we get out of the jet stream here. Right now, I'd say it's pretty calm. Yeah, it's light turbulence, but you just want to. I'm not going to take any chances, just because it's we're right in the middle of the jet stream. Once we get out of this, though, I'll kick the seatbelt signs off and then let everybody up. And that's kind of what we're doing. So we got 7 minutes to go before we get to Rapla. Let's see, Rapla estimating at 1900. So it's right now it's 54. So what's that give us? Yeah, it gives about 6 minutes. So it's estimating about 6 minutes. So it's good on the burn. So at least we know our burn check is doing good. At least the fuel right now. We anticipate that coming down as we get out of the jet stream. We're at 105 right now. Like I said, I expect that to get less and less and less as we continue on. And I could have hunted for altitudes, but again, it's the jet stream is pretty much all the way about 30,000. So 30,000 and up, we're in it. I mean, it's obviously lighter, but there's no point in burning all that fuel. You know, so basically, I anticipate it's going to get lower. We're going to get out of the jet stream, and then we'll be, yeah, since Vancouver, it's been crappy. So we get to Rapla, it's going to be better. All right, and I show estimated time of arrival into Winnipeg at 2040. So right now it's 19, so about an hour and 40 minutes in Winnipeg. We're due to arrive at Winnipeg. All right, so that's kind of the burn check on the paperwork side of things. You would kind of, this is what we do, is just kind of look at the direction of the wind. So what are we looking at? Maybe 300 or 330. So we can go 330 at 107, 850, 1852. We should be arriving about 1859 is estimated. So what you can do here, what I like to do is you look at ETA and actual. So I'm going to put 1859 is our ETA. And then our actual, we'll put up there. I got to call ATC. That's a good thing you're with us. Let's go ahead and give them a call. All right, looks like we have contact 135.025. 135.025, right there. 135.025. What's going on over there? Oh, it's a dog. Is it Winnipeg? Winnipeg Center. Where are we? YQL 115.7. Was that Lethbridge? About 98 miles west of Lethbridge. Yeah, come on. Winnipeg's.
And it's up in Chi 11 Heavy of road Chi 90 eastbound X. Coastal 5803 Edmonton Center, good morning, squawk 0703.
Okay, 0703 for Riptide 5803. 0703. 0703. Oh, that was weird. 0703, that's got to get back. Okay, 0703, the airplane is a little whacked out. Roger, thank you. All right, so we've got ATC, we're on Edmonton Center. I think we're going to hit Winnipeg here shortly. Yeah, we got Winnipeg Center in a minute. So we got Rapla and then Winnipeg. So again, 7 minutes, 1859. We got station passage coming up here soon. Right now it's 1859, so we're looking at 1900. Let's see, we got 4 miles. Are we going to make it? That looks like...
Good morning, Air Canada 203 with you, flight level 370.
Air Canada 203, Edmonton Center, good morning, squawk 0457.
0457, Air Canada 203.
Got 2 miles to go, 1900. That's where it's going to be.
Channel 311 heavy, Lagos 3900.
So that's good. That means we're good to go. So that's it.
China Southern 311. Say call sign again.
China Southern 311.
Okay, I'm going to stop the chrono.
China Southern 311. Thank you, Edmonton Center. Good morning, squawk 0100.
Take a look. You can see the winds are starting to get better for us. They're getting less intense as we push to the east.
Expect 35 left.
Okay, wait a second, Charlie.
All right.
35 left, Air Canada 203.
We'll see you guys. We'll pick you up again in
ready to send 14,000.
Winnipeg area. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do another check in about an hour. We're estimating Winnipeg 2039, so about an hour and 30 minutes or so. Okay? I'll do another check here in about an hour. So about 20. See you in a bit. All right, folks. We are close to top of descent. We're going to be starting the... I'm just going to go ahead and set the altitude down to about 9,000 feet for now. We'll go ahead and arm that. That is armed. And I'll do a debrief with you. We'll get a briefing here. We're going to be doing the Bean Fan 4. So we're going to Brandon. Then Brandon, we're going to hit the Bean Fan here at 9,000 feet or 13, right around 13 and 9. Then we get there, we're going to go orbit to Lepim. Then they'll break off, go to Bator, over to Goped, and then we're going to get vectored on the 3-1, which I believe... Ooh, shoot, wait a minute. Let me see. Button. Let me look here. Oh, at Lepin. Okay, we're going this way now. Davsu at 5,500, then over to Deuteru, and then we've got vectors over to... We're actually going to do this. Plug that into there, and then we're going to do execute. There we go. We're all set now. We're going to max 210 on the speed, and then we're going to be basically flying a visual approach. The weather is beautiful in Winnipeg now. We've had a good flight the whole time. It was nice. We were able to kick off the seatbelt signs probably right after, Edmonton area. We got off the Edmonton airspace, and then we were able to kick it off. Did a burn check. Everything's looking good on the fuel. And we're going to start our descent here shortly. So I'm going to do a descent check. We'll do our descent flow first, and then we're going to go into the checklist here. We're going to go engine sync off. And just looking at our bat volts, everything else looking good. Where we're going to land today is, I should say. I'll go over that here in just a minute. Let me come down here and throw our hydraulics. We'll throw those on to the pumps on, aux is on, and descent checklist is complete. Good stuff. All right, we got top of descent coming up, and we are going to land. Pull that up really quick. I'll brief that with you. We're going to be doing the 3-1 approach. It's beautiful out there. Just backing up the 3-1. I'll go ahead and get that set up. We're doing 3-1 Zulu. So we're going to come in here. There's Deuteru, third 90 degrees in. Just a visual straight from there. 3,000 feet. 2,800 on the MSA for the south side. On this approach up to 3,000, 315 of Voggy. It's pretty much straight out. And then we'll hold. All right, that's the plan. Once we land, we're going to be landing on 3-1. I think we're going to be somewhere down here, and I can't remember. I don't remember from last year, but I do think we're going to roll out here, but to get off on Gulf, then Bravo, and somewhere down here. So we'll see where it is. This is a military apron, or I can't remember where we were. Maybe it was at a gate. I don't remember where we were. I just don't. But anyway, it's going to be somewhere in that range over here somewhere. So I think we'll get a follow me, because I don't know where we're going to be. So we'll get a follow me to come and take us around. That's the plan. All right, top of descent is coming up. We don't have any ATC online. Looks like they all jumped off. And we were right on target. Beautiful weather there in Winnipeg. I am going to zoom in on the airport just a little bit because I want to make sure. Get rid of this really quick so I can see. We have military apron south. I can't remember, folks, if I'm trying to remember where the sucker was. And are we going to Shell? Where are we going? We're going to Swissport. We're doing an AvFlight in Winnipeg. Where is AvFlight? Oh, I think it's over here somewhere. Gosh, I don't remember. I do think it's over here. Down here on this apron too. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you where I think it is, and we'll take a look on the satellite data. Let me get rid of the weather here really quick, and then we'll go ahead and zoom in. I'll show you where I think it is. I think it's down here. I do remember coming across and it's parking somewhere over here, middle of nowhere. So I want to make sure that that's the case. ESCO, I really do think it's there. I'm like 99.9% sure it's on this one, but I'll check it. How's that? We will check it out. Sound good, everybody? We're starting our descent right now. Okay, coming back on the power. Here comes the descent. Speed bugs are set as well. I'm going to go ahead and hit that seatbelt sign. Just going to help us as we hit all sorts of turbulence here coming down. Beautiful day in Winnipeg. It's beautiful. There is some weather approaching. That's what we're passing right now. Some clouds and slight snow is forecast. So not a problem for us though. It's beautiful right now. Okay, let's go ahead and set this up. We're doing the 3-1, so I'm just going to set up the frequency here. 315. It's going to be 110.3. Go up and over. There we go. 110.3. Inbound course 315 on the course. There we go. Okay, so we got 315 set, 110.3 set as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on just because it's good practice to get into. And we obviously won't hear it now. We're too dang far away. All right. I'm going to throw my belts on, my lap belt. As we are approaching the airport, that's one less thing I have to do. There we go. Right there. Get my chair up to where it's comfortable. And we'll start on the way down. Where's my phone, guys? I have lost my phone again. I'm always losing that phone. Ah, crap. I'm gonna take my dogs out. Alright, there's 28,000. There's 27 and 30. We already did our numbers. That's what I wanted to do. We're hitting the bumps. I can feel it. I want to look at there we go. Take a look at Google Earth and we'll see. We're going to see CYWG. Winnipeg Airport. We're going to zoom into that. I just want to see the actual place that we're going to go. And man, there's a lot of cool everything. I want to get places. Fast Air, Incorporated Vanguard, Air Care. We've got AvFlight Winnipeg. Is that where we're supposed to go? Yep, that's exactly where we're supposed to go. I have flight Winnipeg. That's where I thought we were. So where I thought we were going, that's where we're going. So kudos. There's an MD-80 on the map too. That's pretty cool. Or 727. Yeah, so we'll land normal, about 1,500 feet of runway. You know, the first third of the runway is where we're going to want to catch, and then we're going to roll out normal, and then we're okay to go on the small taxiways. Our wingspan is fine. I already checked the NOTAMs. NOTAMs look good. No problems there. No concerns. We don't, you know, icing could be an issue, but we're going to be fine. Because you can see, I mean, we do have some weather up ahead, but I will hit the icing, the de-ice one more time on the fuel heat. I already hit it once. I had to clear that out. Once we get to about -10, that's when we'll turn the cycle on. We'll just do it one more time, and that's it. And everything is calculated and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. All right, through 21,000 descent checklist. Let's do that. Engine sinks are off. Pressurization. We've got pressurization is set and checked. We're going to go 3023. Right there. Okay, that's it. Ready to go. Hydraulics are on high. Altimeters, once we hit the transition altitude, we will. Landing data and airspeed bugs are set. Descent checklist is complete. I'll tell you what. I love the descent checklist for the MD-80 here with Coastal. It's nice. It's not like this. You ever see the checklist in real life? Shoots on, folks, in the chat. Shoots on. Just say it, or put your emoji up if you can. There's 19,000, 18,000. By the way, if you want to become a member, you can. You could do it two ways. One, patreon.com, and then you can go to the FSBN channel, or you could sign up right here on YouTube. That'll work too. All right, coming at 18,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and do a transition at 3023, I believe. All right, transition coming on now. 26, that's what it was. And then we're going to go ahead and throw some lights on. How's that? Floodlights coming on. Here we go. Nacelles are on, and those are on. That's through 18,000. Check. Transition is checked. We're going to have to start slowing the aircraft down. We're going a little fast. So 250. I should start seeing the speed slow down here. If we click legs, 250. We should be watching this thing, making sure it does its thing to slow down. And I will let them know. Winnipeg traffic. Let's come up. Where are we? Bean Fan 4 arrival. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803 on the Bean Fan 4 arrival, crossing Bean Fan. Expecting runway 31, Winnipeg. I'm going to do this, turn this on now. There's one less thing I have to do. I'll put it on both. I'm going to come down here and throw this to the medium selector. And we're all set, ready to go. Bum, 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 bum. Through 14,000. This is nice. I like flying in the day. Night flight's okay, but the last couple we've had the privilege to fly during the day here. We should get a decel soon on here. If it doesn't decel us soon, I'm going to do an FMC override and decel us. We need to really get down to 250 knots, and I'm trying to think when the heck is going to decel. We've got what, 7 miles? Yeah, that's not going to work, man. We're going to go FMC override, and then I'm just going to take our speed. I'm going to drill our speed down to 250 on the speed. It's going to slow the aircraft up. 250 right there. There you go, 250. We got 3,000 feet to go, but we're still 13,000. Once we're below 13,000, we'll comply with it. All right. I'll pop the brake. That's going to help slow the aircraft down just a touch. Get that speed bled off, and then we can regain the descent profile. There we go. You can still see it's struggling. I'll put the maximum extent here. There we go. Now we're going to just keep the bleeds. We're going to keep the brakes on as the airplane decelerates. There we are. It says beam fan at 250 maximum, so you know we're there now. The airplane's going to catch profile. All right, you see that? We're catching profile right now. We're good on speed. I'm going to come back on the speed brakes. Go 1/4 out, and now we've caught it. Throw them back in. Now we're good. Okay, next speed restriction is going to be 230 max, 6,000 feet. So altitude coming in, we're going to go 6,000, set, done. Okay, and while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and click this as go around. It's going to jam our EPers to go around EPer. Still a little fast. We might need some brake to slow the aircraft down as we get into this. I'm trying to help it catch profile. 230 on the speed. That's coming down here in a minute. We're going to keep it at 250 until hang on just a minute. Hey kids, can you let the dogs outside? They haven't been outside. Alright, we got -10. I'm going to go ahead and throw the engine anti-ice on right now on both sides. There we go. Just going to help us get through there, and then we're going to start slowing down. We got to slow down to 230, but we've got time to do that, so I'm going to keep it at 250 until we get to Leppin. Pretty much through the clouds, but I just want to make sure that we're all set. Through 8,000 feet. We're on profile, looking good. I'm going to get below profile just a bit. So if I take the FMS override, what's it do? See, that's nice. So take it back. Speed brake still down. We keep the speed brakes in. I might pull it down just to full extent. You guys hear the Morse code? Looking good here. You know what I want to do is I want to be able to get this stupid thing on. I've got to record this landing. McDo says drag required. Well, I've got the drag out, so there's nothing else I could do with this. 7,000 on the way. Okay. Record. Coming back here, I'll throw this on for you. Alright, let's identify the ILS. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, we should have ILS frequency ... That's right. That's identified. Good. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. All right. Looking good on profile now. Coming off of the speed brakes. You can see kind of how we're going to do this. All right. Let's see if the airplane can hold 230. We might need that brake in. Just a little bit of brake. Let's go half. Just think it's a little too much for the airplane. All right, there's 6,000, especially when we level off. We don't need it. So that's coming off. Brakes are off. We are going to go ahead and descend down to an altitude of 3,000. So once we cross, we've already hit the 6,000. So let's go ahead and descend down to 3,000 set. I've got the airplane on vertical speed now. Let's go RIAS hold. And we are in command of the descent profile. We'll do about 1,100 feet. Do I see it as a visual? By the way, this is brand new scenery into Winnipeg. This just released probably 2 days ago. We're going to start slowing the aircraft down to 230, right around there. We got an alpha speed alert. That's fine. I can't see the airport, so I can't tell you. Max 210 on the speed. That's fine. So what we'll do is I'm going to drop some brake in that detent, and we'll start turning downwind here in a minute. Go ahead and increase the speed. Increase the rate so I can see what's going on here. And we're going to start slowing the aircraft down. Here comes the slats. Slats extended.
Slats extended.
And that's going to help us really start slowing the aircraft down. Okay, we're going to pick this up to 15. 15 coming in on the turn. There's 10, there's 15. Good, brakes coming in. We don't need that anymore. All right. 4,000 coming in. Max 210 on the speed. We're going to be a little on the fast side just because of the issue with our maneuvering speed, which is about 220. So we're right at maneuvering speed right now, which is fine. Okay, here we go. 4,000. Now we go downwind. Let me turn and tell them. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803 on downwind, runway 31, Winnipeg. All right, let's go ahead and throw the engine anti-ice off now. We don't need them. Check. 3,000 to go. Well, 500 to go, I should say. All right, we're leveling. The speed's going to drop. Let's go flaps. Set to 11. Let's go and drop that speed down. 210 on the speed here. 210 on the speed. Flaps are in. So we're below maneuvering speed now. 174. 0 extend. You got it. We are above that, so we're good. All right, there's our turn. 3,000 feet. Boy, it snowed pretty bad up here. Okay, coming down extended. I'm just going to extend my lights. Once we get the gear, we'll throw them down, throw them on. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803, turning base, runway 31, Winnipeg. Okay, heading set. I'm going to start turning in just about right now. It's a 90-degree crosswind. A 90-degree intercept. And let me tell you what. Heading select is on. Go. The reason why I'm doing this a little on the early side is because we're only banking 15 degrees. So we're really starting to... I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down to 180. There we go. Get the power way back. We're still level, so doing good on the heading. ZHT is the intercept. Nice little intercept there. I'll go ahead and arm the approach. Yeah, hooked up. Here we go. Good on the speed. I'm looking for a runway here. I'm just going to adjust my seat up so I can see what I'm doing. Anybody got an airport out there? That's straight ahead. See it? Yep. Got it in sight. Runway 31. Okay, airport's in sight. Okay, 11 dot, gear down. Flap 15. Slow on the speed.
Flaps 15. Gear down. 3 green.
Gear down 3 green, here we go. Lights on. It's got to hit 28 here first. Okay, once we start descending, right now we should start descending. We the ILS should be hooked up. There we go. Good. Okay, here we go. Flaps 28. Give me a landing checks, please. Slowing on the speed. Landing gear down 3 green. Ignitions on both. Spoilers are armed. Let's go ahead and throw that to the arm position for the ABS, and then we are arming the spoilers. Flaps and slaps 28. Landing check complete. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803 on final, runway 31 Winnipeg. Alright folks, I'm going to take over here shortly. I'm going to bring up the throttles just a little bit so I can... Looking at 8,400 feet, plenty of runway. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Let's see, I don't know how this airport's going to be, so I'm interested to see how this airport's going to look. 1,000, my aircraft. Okay, disconnecting. Auto throttle's off. Okay, my plane. 1,000 feet, looking good. A little bit of 16 knot crosswind here, so I am going to get it over just a little bit here. There we go. Looking a little on the high side. So definitely help that a little bit. Touch the throttle down. I'm really trying to go for a good positive landing rate here because this airport, it's we got snow on the ground. Anytime we're dealing with snow or something like that, then you're going to want to be a positive approach. Looking good. 14 knots. Right on the mark. $200 looking good right there. We got that nice crosswind coming in. Boy, this is pretty. Idle, hold, a little bit of rudder in there, a little bit of wing down, touchdown. Obviously opposite rudder, get that thing on that center line. That wind's really wanting to pull us to the left. Okay, off the brakes. Welcome to Winnipeg. Man, lots of rudder there to keep us straight. This scenery is beautiful. Wow. I'm super impressed by it. It's really, really nice. Okay, hold on just here. I know we're on the runway, but I want to see if there's going to be better to go. You know, we could go down Kilo. Let's do that. Let's go see... let's go down this way. I'm going to go down Kilo and then past... We're going to go down, basically taxi down Kilo. We're going to cross 3-6 here. And welcome to Winnipeg, folks. Snowing like crazy. Really cool. Scenery is brand new. This is from, I believe, I want to see was it FS Studios? I don't. Brand new. I had just installed it and just bought it. Flaps coming up. Let me call them up here. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803 crossing 1836 Winnipeg. So I'll show you what we're doing. That's coming up. We're going to come across. Slats coming in now. You got to wait for the flaps to come up before you throw the slats in. We're going to cross this runway. Once we're done crossing the runway, they're going to drop down into... I'll go ahead and fire up the EPU here shortly. Okay, we're going to go down, drop Foxtrot. I'm just doing this to show you the terminal, essentially. You can see the terminal there. It's really, really nice. All right, APU coming on the start. All right, I'm going to go ahead and retract these. Throw the lamps off, that is. And we're going to go down Foxtrot to Whiskey, then down through this area. I think it would have been a little easier than go on the other side. Clear on the left. We'll clear on the right. Look at how pretty this is. So if you're thinking about, hey, should we get this? First of all, performance is really, really good. I'm super impressed by the performance of the airport so far. We're going to go down this way. Hold on. We're going to go down this way through hotel. Not toward the terminal. We're going to go this way. But it's just... I'm going to go ahead and throw off the engine here just a minute. I just want to show you. Wow. I mean, it's really, really nice. You see that. It's it did a really good job, the terminal area. We're basically going to take the outskirt here all the way down to our ramp. If you're watching this on Sunday, well, APU is online. Good. I'll go ahead and retract our lights now. We don't want to get them all hit with slush and snow. Wouldn't be good. Brakes coming on. I am going to stop number 1 here in just a minute. I do want to keep them both on just to give a better taxi rate on here. All right, we're going to take this all the way down. This is hotel. And we're just basically going to go all the way down here till we can't go no mo. And then we're going to cross. Actually, we can't go. Let me see. It's beautiful. This is great. I definitely recommend this scenery. I'm super impressed. Much better than FS add-ons, I think. I think way better than FS add-ons. I have both of them. I'll look at our 757 just sitting there waiting for us to take. That's pretty. You can see the airplane is definitely taxiing quick. It's because we're taxiing on both engines. I am going to stop number 1 here. It's going to help us slow down, burning up the brakes. I'll go ahead and throw number 1 off. We're going to make a right turn here on Charlie. Now, if we keep going straight, we won't make it. So we actually want to make a right. Just want to see. We got to make a right turn on Charlie and then cross. We're going to be crossing the runway here again. So we cross in 3-1 again. So basically, and I wanted to take this taxi route just to show you the airport. That's pretty slick. All right, we're going to straighten it out right here. We're going to keep on taxiing. I'll show the airport. You can see the performance pretty darn good. You know, it's really good performance. Pretty cool. All right, let me call them up here. We're going to cross this runway. Winnipeg traffic, Riptide 5803 crossing 3-1. Winnipeg. Okay, I'm going to bring him up. All right, so we're going to cross 3-1. We kind of just went through a loop because we could have went both ways. I'd rather go this way just to show you the terminal and everything else. How much fuel do we have on board? 15.5. That's perfect. Our next stop from here is going to be, you guessed it, it's going to be home. We're going right into, well, actually JFK or Newark. We don't know which one it is yet, and it'll be next week. So who's going to see that is our members and our patrons. So if you want to become a member, you want to see the entire away games that we fly, become a member on YouTube or on Patreon. I think the cost to get in is less than a price of coffee. cup of coffee. All right, I'm going to stop right here. Just slow down. We're going to call GSX. We're going to have them come out and do a parking for us. We've got parking is going to be 903. Yeah, 903 Alpha. I don't know if that's a typo because it's the same one as the other one, but let's see. Let's go parking 15. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'll guess with you. I'll see what we get to the when we get there. It's because Sean didn't have the scenery, so I don't think we know which parking it is just yet. But I know exactly where we need to go after looking at the satellite imagery. Ooh, there's DC-3. We're going to be parking right next to that DC-3, right over here at ESCO. Wow, this is so much better. Holy smokes. And I mean, this is, I believe this is, I don't think it's MK, but I think it's, right, I originally had FS add-ons, and their Winnipeg is, this Winnipeg, the new one that just came out, is just leaps and bounds better. I mean, the performance is great. Really, really cool. Yep, we're going to turn down here. There's the FBO. And this is ESCO. You don't want ESCO. It's going to be next to ESCO. It's that next building. It's going to be by this DC-3. Man, this place is cool. Welcome to Winnipeg. I like it. I'll throw the nose light off. My dogs are fighting over there. I don't know what's going on with them. That's Kelly Western. There's a military installment just to the south of here. Kelly Rogers. We don't want to go too south because it's like it's called Flight Winnipeg. We're going to have to flip around actually. This is the military side. So I'll use this. We're going to go ahead and turn this aircraft around. We'll go 180 on the turn. I want to see the name of this. Yeah, spin it. Try not to run into any aircraft. And I don't want to pull up my engines because... Oh, there's a DC-3. We definitely don't want to hit that. We're going to go around there and we'll stop right up here. Wow, how pretty that is. That's cool. Okay, we'll straighten her out. We'll get away from the DC-3. We'll go right into there. Get back on the taxiway here. Pretty cool stuff. All right, we're going to park it right here. All right, we're good right there. Master off. Ooh, sorry, brakes on. Engines off. APU's on. APU air coming in. That's off. Seatbelt signs. Well, welcome to Winnipeg. That was a ton of fun. Hopefully the Rangers have a good game here at Winnipeg. Nacelles coming off. Anti-cold lights are off. And that is off. Seatbelts coming off for me. Welcome aboard, folks. Welcome to the Winnipeg Airport. Brand new air scenery. Super impressed with them. So glad I did it. They actually did Edmonton as well, this scenery developer. So kudos to them. It looks really nice. Not only looks nice, it performs really well. So if you're thinking about it, this is the place to go. We're going to throw that off. Throw that off. We will keep the aft pump on. Forward pump is off. APU looking good. It's online, of course. All right, we're going to go ahead and deplane, everyone. Let's go ahead and click our forward stairs. And then we're going to start onboarding, folks. And that is it. I'm going to go ahead and plug in our... Oh, I got to stop the recording. We'll stop the recording. And then last but not least, we got to report our flight here. Looks good. We're going to file the flight. That's it. Done. It's in the books. Let's go outside here and check this out. Look at this stupid thing. I don't know why they do that. They drop this dumb thing on me. I don't like that. Which is interesting. Let's see what GSX has to say about this. Let's see where we are. But how pretty is this area? Man, it's so nice up here. Parking 22F. Let's request deboarding. 22F we're at. Nice. So Sean, if you're watching, 22F will be the Winnipeg. I think I'm at the right building, by the way. That's fast. Yeah, we are exactly at the right spot. We are where we need to be, bud. That's it's called Flight Winnipeg. That's what this building is. All right. We'll see you folks later. Thanks for watching. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you like it and subscribe. And follow us along. Our next flight's into JFK back in New York. Or we're going to Newark. I don't know which one yet. All right. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you next time on the next flight. Thanks.